Ay, buti pa siya, sana all. Alam mo, hate na hate ko marinig yung sana all. Kasi it's so defeatist. Parang wala ka ng pag-asa.
Yeah.
Sige na, ikaw na yung ganyan. Ako hindi. Para dun sa mga feeling nila lost sila. Tapos, kayo, you figured it out ganyan-ganyan, diba? Hindi ka lost, hindi ka lang gumagalaw.
Ay, kasi sabi nila dapat gantong age, successful na ako. You always do things to prove a point. Kaya kayo nalolost kasi lagi niyong ginagawa yung mga bagay hindi para sa sarili niyo, kundi para sa sasabihin ng ibang tao.
Ang dami kasi natin excuses minsan I'm too old for that. It's too late for me. I can't do that. Kayo kasi ganyan, ako hindi.
Oo.
Hindi kawalan sa babae kung wala kang anak. Hindi porket ayaw mo magkaanak, kulang na yung pagkababae mo. Hindi porket ayaw mo mag-asawa, salot ka sa lipunan. Pag family reunion sa mga tita na, kailan ka mag-aasawa? Pag nag-asawa ka na, kailan kayo magkakaanak? Pag nagkaanak na, kailan nyo susundan?
Hindi nga nila matris yun. Matris nyo ba yun?
May hugot yarn.
Hello mga kakuda! Welcome sa Madami Akong Kuda Season 2! Kung saan lahat ng bawal pag-usapan ay lalo nating pag-uusapan! I'm Cheryl, mom, entrepreneur, and a certified overthinker.
And I'm Soraya, Cheryl's new co-host and kakuda. I'm a business psychology and shadow work coach and minsan human emotional support ng mga pagod na maging girl boss kagaya nitong si Cheryl. At
Kami ang magkaibigan, madaming opinyon, kahit di tinatanong. Hello mga kakuda! Welcome sa episode 10, our last episode of season 2!
Last episode agad-agad.
Parang kailan na nag-shoot lang tayo ng trailer ng season 2,
Episode
grabe.
10.
So, ang episode natin ngayon ay about sa mga taong nagwa-wonder if they're a failure if they started their careers or businesses na feeling na late na sila. So, starting late doesn't mean you failed. Ano masasabi mo sa title natin?
Totoo yun. Kasi ako mismo I started late Pero late doesn't mean failure ka or wala ka ng pag-asa or may mali kang ginawa. Unang-una, why is it such a big deal to start late? So by late, di ba we have someone who sent us a question? Ano ba yung question niya?
Freelancer siya,
Oo.
parang aspiring freelancer. Feeling niya late na siya kasi dalawa na daw yung anak niya.
And she's 30 plus.
30. So, naiinggit siya sa mga Gen Z na parang bata pa lang, like 20, 25, successful na.
Nag-start ng freelancing.
Yeah, pero siya parang ngayon pa lang niya naiisip, ngayon pa lang niya nasisimulan. So,
Oo.
feeling niya, is it still worth it or failure na ba talaga siya?
Yun nga, saan nanggagaling yung feeling na failure ka porket you started at 30 or even 40? I think it's because of yung tinatawag na pressure from society talaga. Na there are these timelines na you have to be this by this. Ano yung mga example na naisip mong ganun? Kailangan ganito ka na by ganitong age. Ano yung mga yun?
For example, dapat bago ka mag-35, dapat may mga anak ka na.
May asawa ka na.
Or else, yung egg cells mo, maluluma, ganon. Ano pa ba?
May biological clock na tinatawag. Dapat by 40, may bahay ka na.
Oo, or kaya minsan nga, by 30, dapat may bahay ka na, may asawa ka na, settled ka na. For them, yung mga ganong bagay, parang it will make them settled. Yun yung term nila
Oo.
parang dapat gantong age, settled ka na. So, may mga tao talaga na nape-pressure.
Oo. Sino ba nag-set kasi nun?
Malay ko dyan sa mga yan.
Pero yun nga it's a good thing if you make it an inspiration and if yun talaga gusto mo. If you want to have a family by this age, make sure na yun yung gusto mo. Pero kung ikakasal ka lang just for the sake na every reunion, tinatanong ka ba't single ka pa, kas pagka kinasal ka na, kailan kayo magkakaanak? Yung sunod naman, kailan nyo susundan?
Parang walang kapaguran.
As if matris nila yung nasasagad at
Oo nga.
nalalasbag.
Matris nyo ba yon?
May hugot yarn. Yun nga 'di ba? Parang make sure na gusto mo talaga siya.
Oo.
And for me, yung nagtanong na yon, hindi ka late at 30. If 30 ka pa lang nag-start, gusto niyo magkwentuhan na lang tayo Ilang taon ka na nag-start ka ng freelancing career mo?
2015.
Ilang taon? 2015.
Hindi, 2015. Ilang taon ako noon? Teka.
Hindi anong taon, ilang taon.
28 na ako.
28. So almost 30ish. But already had 2 kids or 1 kid?
One pa lang.
One
Pero
kid.
nag-boom talaga siya. 30 na ako.
30 plus, di ba?
31, ganun.
Kumbaga yung peak ng career mo, nasa 30s mo. And you didn't feel it was too late, di ba?
Konti. For me, nung college ako, parang yung peak ng career, 21,
Oo,
23.
oo.
Kasi nag-corporate world din ako eh. So, feeling ko, hindi ko siya nagawa. Tapos ngayon pa lang ako nagpipeak. Parang, ganun pa. Pero yun nga, hindi ko na lang inintindi kasi ang importante, na-achieve ko pa rin yung gusto ko ma-achieve at my own timeline. Nang hindi ako masyadong nagpa-pressure sa past na hindi ko nga nagawa yung 21 to 23 na mag-peak na ako. Yun, masaya naman ako na okay lang kahit na 30 plus na ako
So, walang late-late. Basta,
wala eh.
nung nag-start ka ng mag-peak, tuloy-tuloy na siya.
Yun, hindi na natigil.
Oo, so, syempre, gusto ko rin bigyan ng context. So, si Cheryl kasi, she's now a successful 6-figure freelancer. So, meron siyang email marketing agency ba? Hindi agency eh.
Maliit lang na.
Basta head siya ng isang email marketing agency. She works from home. She's a mom of 2 kids. And ako din, I don't feel na it's too late for her. Parang it's just right, no?
Oo.
Yung time na na-reach mo siya ngayon. Ako naman, I had the career that I really loved at 40. My life literally began at 40. Prior to that, I had a lot of different careers and businesses. So, when I graduated college, I didn't know what I wanted to be. Wala pang internet.
Anong course mo nung college?
May internet, pero hindi siya ganun. Course ko ng college was clothing technology.
Oh, di ba? Layo.
So, fashion, the business of fashion, but hindi ko talaga siya gusto. Kaya ko lang siya kinuha kasi may garments business yung mom ko. And being the only girl, parang gusto niyang ipamana sa akin yung business, but hindi ko talaga gusto manahi. Mas gusto ko bumili na lang ng damit kasi parang nasa-stress ako manahi. Ganun.
Oo nga.
And I tried the fashion industry, but it really wasn't for me. It was too toxic and stressful. Wala dun yung strengths ko. Tapos, hindi ko talaga alam kung anong gusto ko. Literally, hindi ko alam. Parang nangyari after that, after ko i-try yung garments industry, I tried also putting up my own garments business with a classmate nung college. Nag-fail yun. Tapos sabi ng nanay ko, may sarili tayong garments, nagtayo ka pa ng sarili mo. Gusto ko kasi yun talaga ako yung
Ikaw
nag-start.
talaga.
Hindi yung parang pinamana sa akin. Yung term nga ngayon, di ba, nepo baby. Ganun. Hindi ko pa alam yung nepo-nepo na yan noon. Pero parang I just wanted something of my own. Nag-fail, and then okay lang, sige, I learn. Tapos yun na yung nag-start yung mga BPO sa Pilipinas. 2003, ganun na ako katanda, di ba? Ako yung isa sa pinaka-pioneer sa mga nag-call center. Hindi ko rin na-enjoy yun. Hindi ko siya na-enjoy, sobrang stressful. Pero dahil hindi ko alam kung anong gusto kong gawin, thankful ako na nagkaroon ng ganong klaseng trabaho. Kasi parang yun yung sumalo sa akin nung time na lost ako. Anong career ba talaga yung para sa akin? Tapos, I got married, I had kids, tapos sabi ko, I wanted to stay at home, take care of my kids. So, sakto naman, yun na yung boom ng mga online jobs sa internet. Wala pang freelancing, di pa freelancing ang tawag. Online jobs like VA, magsusulat ka for blogs, ganon. So, yun yung ginagawa ko noon. For 9 years yun. Ginagawa ko lang dahil it gave me the opportunity to stay at home. But I didn't feel like it was a career that, I wanted or felt fulfilled. I felt I was growing. No, it was really just to pay the bills. And honestly, I did feel left behind. So, yung nagtanong na yon, sobrang nagiget kita. I felt I was left behind by my classmates nung high school who became doctors, dentists, or nasa abroad na, traveling. Yung iba naman, married, really rich, successful guys. Yung iba naman, successful on their own careers. And I really felt like a failure. I really compared myself to other people. And I was like, okay, I'm working from home, ganyan. But at least I'm with my kids. Yun na lang iniisip ko. Then yun, fast forward. And then I tried a lot of different businesses. More on side hustle siya. Hindi talaga siya passion business, ganun. Then nung 2020, nung pandemic, when everyone else were losing their jobs, losing their businesses, that was when I found mine. Parang ironically, nung pandemic, nung nawawala na lahat, dun ko nahanap yung sa akin. And I was turning 40 that time. I was almost 40. Accidentally, naging coach ako kasi nag-shift ako to freelancing dahil nawala yung business ko. And then, wala akong ina-expect. Like, wala akong goals, wala akong, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Honestly, wala. I just wanna pay the bills.
Oo.
Yun lang talaga mindset ko noon kasi parang tanggap ko na ito na buhay ko eh. Like, nanay ako, ganun. Augment ko lang income nung tatay ng mga anak ko, ganun. Tapos wala na talaga ako nakikita for me. Like, I thought it was dead end for me. Kasi I was almost 40 years old that time. So, fast forward nga, parang nakakahanap ako ng clients kahit bago ako. So, marami nagtatanong sa akin sa freelancing community, paano mo ginawa yun? I shared a short webinar. May mga nagkaroon ng result with what I shared. Maraming nagtanong sa akin paano. nagpa one-on-one coaching na. So, accidentally naging coach ako. Tapos sabi nung mentor ko nun, mag-create ka na ng course. So, nag-create ako ng course kahit di ako marunong. Ayoko nag-show up sa social media but I had to kasi imagine pandemic, a lot of people were losing their jobs, their income, hindi mapakain yung pamilya. And sabi ko, I'm at the position that I can help these people find clients. Yung mga hirap na hirap makahanap ng client, ang dami ko natulungan from 0 to now 6 figures talaga. Just because na-overcome nila yung, yung block nila in finding clients. So, yun na, nagkaroon ako ng course, tapos talagang ko lang, pinromote ko lang, tapos nagulat ako, dami nag-enroll, nakailang batch na. So, hindi ko alam paano maging coach, hindi ko alam may ganung career, hindi ko alam paano pagkakitaan yun. Ang alam ko lang meron akong problema na kaya ko isolve.
Mm-mm.
Hindi ko siya pinangarap, hindi ko siya pinlano. And it just happened. Parang, siguro sa iba na naniniwala sa Diyos, di ba? Parang adyado ng Diyos, ganun.
Oo.
So for me, it was the right time. It wasn't too late, but maybe that pandemic was the right time for me. Kasi andun na yung boom ng freelancing. Andun yung combination ng freelancing, internet, and then yun nga, yung getting your own clients. And yun na nga, yung parang you can actually do freelancing as a big career. Hindi na siya sideline or side hustle. Like, it can be a 6-figure income career. So, dun lang pala kasi magsisimula yung career ko dahil dun pa lang yung combination na yun mangyayari.
Correct.
Kumbaga, I was at the right place at the right time. I was never late pala. At 40 years old, literally, my life started at 40. That was the career that I enjoyed most. Until now, I'm still doing it. And masasabi ko, it wasn't planned. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know how to earn from it, but I did. So, yun nga yung sa last episode, di ba? I shared my journey as a single mother. Yun yung sumuporta sa akin for 5 years. That has been the career that has been supporting me, giving me a comfortable life, allowing myself to provide for my kids, and, to buy myself a few luxuries I never experienced before,
Mm-mm.
to live in a place that I like, yung mga ganon. I never expected all of that. Would you say na I'm late at 40? I'm now 43, by the way. Di lang halata. Charot.
Of course.
Of course. Hindi, I mean, at 43, I could say na I feel better, healthier, happier, more fulfilled than I ever was at 20 or 30s.
Yun nga ang hindi ko maintindihan sa society natin, ang hilig nila mag-label ng mga bagay-bagay.
Oo. And may deadline.
Oo, may deadline. For me, yung 20s mo, hindi mo pa talaga kilala yung sarili mo nun eh. So, how can you really figure out anong type of career or anong type of business or any path ang pwede sa'yo kung hindi mo pa talaga kilala yung sarili mo?
Exactly.
Para kasi when you reach 30s or 40s, mas marami ka ng wisdom, mas marami ka ng experience, mas marami ka ng alam sa buhay. Hindi ka na yung parang still figuring out things. Well, unless talagang nag-slack off ka nung mga panahon na yun, talagang kahit mag-40 ka na, wala ka pa rin talagang na-figure out. Pero yung with what you shared, na-figure out mo na rin eh kung ano yung talagang path mo. Kahit by accident siya, nare-realize mo rin na gusto mo na rin siya talaga.
Mm-mm. And then, yung pag-try na yun, not really obsessing or focusing on ano ba yung career na gusto ko or dapat ganito na ako by ganito. At that time, ang iniisip ko lang, paano ko matutulungan tong mga taong to? And then, nagbunga pa siya, nag-branch out siya into a totally different direction. Nung yung mga kina-coach ko, nagsi-6 figures na from 0. Iba na naman problema nila, ibang level naman. Self-sabotage naman, self-doubt, or ang daming blocks internally, ang daming issues, baggage, gano'n, na hindi sila makausad sa next level. So, since naranasan ko rin yun, nung time na magulo din yung buhay ko and my life was falling apart and then naayos ko siya, yun naman yung tinuro ko sa kanila. Naging another offer na naman yun. Dahil ang dami na namang gusto. Isa ka na doon, di ba? Isa
Yeah.
ka na doon. So, parang nangyari ngayon, naging naman ako, inner work coach or shadow work coach, ganyan, na hindi ko rin ina-expect. And na-enjoy ko rin siya. And it's also giving me the kind of income and time freedom that I always wanted. Nasabi ko, siguro yung 20 plus years na yon na I wasn't sure of what I wanted to be. Ngayon, yung 5 years na ine-enjoy ko, parang baliwala na yung 20 years na na-lost ako eh.
Feeling mo na nasayang.
Hindi siya nasayang, it all led me here. And now I'm enjoying it. I don't feel like it's too late. I mean, pati sa health, ngayon lang ako naging ganito ka-healthy. Dati lagi akong sakitin. So, wala talagang too late. Wala. Nasa mind lang natin yung time or nasayang or too late. Basta try ka lang ng try. It's never too late.
Correct. Alam mo, naalala ko yung sinabi mo na ng pandemic mo na-discover yung path mo. Actually, ako rin something similar. Nung pandemic, ang dami ko ring na-discover na kaya kong gawin. If naalala ko talaga nun, nung sa social media, laging yung mga tao nagrereklamo na, ano ba naman 'to?
Ang hirap ng
Ang hirap ng
buhay.
buhay, ganyan.
Hirap makahanap ng
Ang hirap makahanap ng work. Baliktad yung nangyari sa akin na dun nagsabay-sabay yung clients, dun ako mas nakaipon. Kung kailan pandemic at nawawalan ng pag-asa ang ibang tao, ako, ewan ko naalala mo yung nagkaroon ng free course about digital marketing. Tapos parang ginrab ko yun.
kay Ryan Dice ba?
Oo, yun.
Si
Yung kay Ryan Dice.
Shout out.
Nag-ano ako dahil nga ang mga Pilipino obsessed sa mga certificates,
Yes.
ganyan. Inano ko, finulfill ko yung gano'n na, ay, kuha kaya akong certificate ng gantong course, ganyan. Grabe, nakalimang course yata ako nun. Pero ang difference ko lang sa iba is talagang in-apply ko yung natutunan ko dun sa course na yun. Grabe, as in talaga, kahit lahat na sa social media, ang daling ma-distract na ang daming nagrereklamo. Pwede rin ako maging gano'n pero it's really a matter of choice na ayokong ma-stuck sa gano'ng mindset na, "Oy, ano ngayon kung pandemic?" Eh di mag-shift tayo ng ano, ng job, mag-pivot tayo ng ibang ways to earn kasi marami tayong puwedeng gawin, 'di ba? So, yun sa mga nakikinig na puwedeng sabihin na, "Eh, kasi kayo 'yan, kami ganito lang." Gano'n. Ano masasabi mo dun?
Para dun sa mga feeling nila lost sila. Tapos, kayo, you figured it out ganyan-ganyan, 'di ba?
Oo.
Actually, wala talagang lost. Kumbaga, susunod ka lang sa agos, kung ano yung nandyan sa harapan mo, kung ano yung nakikita mo, ano yung mga problema na pwede ko isolve, sunod ka lang sa agos.
Oo.
Huwag mo isiping lost ka. Kung nasaan ka, yun yung dapat nandyan ka. You're at the right place at the right time, always. If you feel you're lost, you're not lost. Like I said, I thought I was lost for 20 years. But in hindsight, looking back, it all prepared me for where I am right now. All the experiences, all the feeling confused and lost. I had to go through all the pain, all of the heartbreaks and challenges. I had to go through all of that kasi I wouldn't be able to help people the way I am helping them right now if I did not. So, wala talagang lost.
Kaya lang naman kayo feeling lost kasi kino-compare niyo nga yung buhay niyo sa iba.
Yeah.
Sa iba kayo nakatingin, sa buhay ng ibang tao kayo nakatingin na feeling niyo, for example, yung barkada mo nung high school, my God, buti ba siya nakapangasawa ng mayaman? Buti
Oo.
ba siya successful na yung negosyo niya? Kaya ka feeling lost kasi gusto mo ganun din yung buhay mo.
You're comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10, di ba?
Oo, lahat naman tayo, we move at a different pace and yun nga, lahat tayo may kanya-kanyang timing. So, for me, I can say na hindi ako naniniwala na may loss
Ako
talaga.
din. I think hindi ka lost, hindi ka lang gumagalaw.
Ay?
Let's say you were riding a boat or a ship and then na-shipwreck siya, na bumagyo, nasira yung boat. Like what happened to my life, nasira lahat, right? Nawala lahat. And you're stuck in the middle of the sea. You will only be lost if you just stay there. Talaga lost ka na. But if you start swimming and yung goal mo lang, kung ano yung unang makita kong land, I'll go there. I don't have it figured out yet, but if I keep swimming, I know makakahanap ako ng land. Ganun lang. Kasi kaya rin feeling ng mga tao lost, they feel that they need to figure it out from step 1 to step 10. What if kailangan mo lang ma-figure out yung next step? Like what happened to me. Hindi ko pinlano lahat to, pero I just kept moving, kept solving problems, other people's problems, and then hindi na ako nag-obsess over my age. Diba? I just kept moving. You will only feel lost if you stop swimming or if you just stay there in the middle of the ocean. Just swim to wherever the nearest land is. Meaning, you take action. Kung gusto mo kumuha ng course about email marketing, copywriting, go. Pag di mo nagustuhan, change course. Swimming to another land. Ganun lang. Mahanap at mahanap nyo rin yan. Pero hindi nyo siya mahanap kung stuck kayo palagi. Wala kayong ginagawa or nagda-doubt kayo sa sarili nyo. So yung clarity, it only happens kapag andun ka na.
Yeah.
Tapos course correct ka na lang.
Correct. Kaya rin kayo nasa stock kasi you do things based on pressure din. And you do things based on what will people think about you. Kasi sabi nila dapat ganitong age, ano na ako, ganyan na ako, successful na ako. You always do things to prove a point na parang, kaya kayo nalolost kasi lagi niyong ginagawa yung mga bagay hindi para sa sarili niyo, kundi para sa sasabihin ng ibang tao.
Sa pressure.
Pressure, sa timeline ng iba.
Sa definition of success of other people.
Yes.
And did you know, parang, if you know the designer Vera Wang, si Vera Wang, she started designing at 40. Doon lang siya sumikat.
Oo.
Pinakasikat, KFC, Colonel Sanders.
Oo.
'Di ba?
Ilang taon siya?
62, I think,
62.
when KFC exploded.
Basta matanda na.
Tanda na, and he did that knocking on hundreds of doors offering his recipe for chicken.
Mm-mm.
He didn't stop hundreds of doors. So 62, imagine now he's a billionaire. His name is known in every household all over the world, I think. It's never too late talaga. Basta you just keep trying, you just keep swimming. Sabi nga sa Finding Nemo, 'di ba? Just keep swimming. And let's say sa health, I see a lot of like 60-year-olds na biglang ang fit ng katawan.
Mm-mm.
Kasi they started working out. Hindi sila, ang dami kasi natin excuses minsan eh. I'm too old for that. Ano pa ba yung mga excuses na binibigay ng mga tao? It's too late for me. Ano
Yun,
pa ba?
usually too old
Too
yung
old,
edad
too
lagi.
late. I can't do that. Kayo kasi ganyan, ako hindi.
Oo. Sino naman may sabing hindi ka rin pwede maging ganun, di ba? Wala namang ganong rule na you can only do your business pag 30 ka na. Paano kung 40 mo na-discover yung sarili mo tsaka yung talagang path mo? Hindi mo talaga masasabi until you figure out your own timeline, your own life.
Tsaka siguro wag kayong magpa-pressure pag family reunion sa mga tita na, kailan ka mag-aasawa? Pag nag-asawa ka na, kailan kayo magkakaanak? Pag nagkaanak na, kailan nyo susundan?
Hindi nga nila matris yun. Huwag kayong magpa-pressure, hindi nila
Huwag kayo
matris yun. Sila ba
magpa-pressure.
magbubuntes? Tsaka, pag pinipressure kayo magkaanak, sila ba mag-aalaga?
Oo.
Kayo naman, di ba? So, you have to figure out your own thing, your own timeline, kung kailan ka ready magkaanak.
Hindi kawalan sa babae kung wala kang anak.
Oo, totoo.
Ako kasi, talagang pangarap ko, bata pa lang ako magkaanak. Pero may mga babae, ayaw magkaanak, nadja-judge sila. Hindi porket ayaw mo magkaanak, kulang na yung pagkababae mo. Hindi porket ayaw mo mag-asawa, salot ka sa lipunan.
Something's wrong with
Oo,
you.
may kanya-kanyang timeline yan. Ang masaklap, pag pinilit mo, hindi ka ready, nagdamay ka pa ng bata. Tapos hindi ka ready. 'Di ba? So,
Collateral damage.
So, wag niyong ipipilit yung oras na hindi pa kayo ready. And wag niyo rin kayo magpa-pressure na gawin lang yun dahil sa may timeline na binibigay sa inyo yung mga tao na deadline, 'di ba?
Oo. Tsaka wala naman siya sa batas, di ba? Na dapat gantong edad, achieve mo na to, gantong edad, perfect na yung buhay mo, may 2 anak ka na, housewife. Wala naman You really have to figure out your own thing.
Look at the people you're surrounded with. Look at if they're adding value to your life or are they just adding pressure to your life. So, make an inventory of the people you're surrounded with, friends,
I-audit yung...
audit the kinds of friends you're surrounded with. Kasi baka sa kanila nanggagaling yung pressure. It's okay to, parang medyo distance from them. And then surround yourself with people that you like to be. Yung people na will influence you for better or people who make you feel good. Kahit yun lang, kahit di masyado mga successful but very positive people, ganun. Accepting sa'yo, supportive sa'yo. Marami yan. Ako, that's what I did. I had a community, diba? We were in the same community of super supportive freelancers. And that really boosted my confidence. Nung time na feeling ko lang akong karapatang mag-coach, pero yung community na isusupport ka talaga, sobrang helpful siya, na feeling mo hindi ka lost.
Yep.
Kasi you're all doing it at the same time. Nakikita mo yun din yung mga mistakes nila, yun din yung pinagdadaanan, yun din yung mga hugot. Ay, hindi pala tayo lost. Yun lang pala talaga yung part ng journey.
For me, hindi importante kung gaano ka kaaga nag-start. Ang importante, while living your life, are you authentic? Or can you sustain what you started? Yun yung importante. Hindi importante na, 21, successful na ako. Pero kaya mo ba siyang i-maintain hanggang 50 ka?
Yes.
Kunyari, if you, for someone na mga young business owners, sometimes I notice that they act like we figure it out. Kami, magaling kami, ganyan. The only question in my mind is, kaya nyo ba yung i-sustain hanggang mga 40 na kayo? Kaya nyo ba mag-commit sa ganung business?
Yeah, and even if they don't think of yourself as a failure. Kung the business that you started at 20s didn't work out, kasi ang dami mo pang pagdadaanan.
Madami pa talaga.
And pwedeng lahat ng pinundar mo ngayon nawala, hindi ka pa rin failure noon. Start again. Hindi mawawala sa'yo skills mo. You're never starting from scratch. You're just starting from experience palagi.
Correct.
Whenever you lose, whenever you make mistakes, I've experienced a lot of losses in my life.
Same.
Diba? Like being broke. Tapos, being broke and then after 2 months, mag 6 figures, 7 figures. Naranasan ko lahat yan. Akala ko mga imposible.
Oo.
Pero I just learned, just keep going. Huwag mo nang intindihin yung pressure or I should be here by this time. No. If you need to detox from social media dahil sobrang pressure sa buhay nyo, please do.
Ginawa ko
I
yun.
do that once a month din.
Oo. Hindi na ako nagpapaka-plastic, no, pero na-compare ko rin talaga yung sarili ko sa iba nung freelancing days ko na bakit yung mga batchmates ko sa isang community na to na mga ano na agad, 6-figure na on their first year of being a freelancer. Bakit ako wala pa rin akong client? Alam mo, may time na sunod-sunod talaga. Nagpo-post sila na mga clients nila. Parang ako, ano na talaga, tao lang din ako eh. Kinain din ako ng konting inggit tsaka na parang kino-compare ko yung sarili ko. Nag-detox ako talaga. Hindi ko naman sila in-unfriend, pero parang yung snooze ba yun?
Oo.
Snooze lang. Kasi naaano ako yung may problema. Ako yung nako-consume ng pressure tsaka inggit. Pero at the same time, ginawa ko na siyang inspiration na kailangan ko na gusto ko talaga mag-succeed like them.
Mm-mm.
Kasi freelancing really opened a lot of doors for me, for us, na hindi na ito yung end ng career namin. Pag nag-freelancer ka, marami pa talagang mangyayari. Pero yun nga, nag-detox talaga ako sa social media kasi naano na yung psychological ano ko eh. Parang, oh my God, bakit ganon?
So, it's okay to unfollow,
Okay
diba?
lang yun.
Okay to
Gusto nyo i-block, block nyo.
block.
Pwede rin.
Oo, kung hindi na nakakatulong sa'yo, okay lang yun. Hindi ka bad person for doing. And ito na lang siguro last example, si Cheryl. Childhood dream niya maging radio DJ.
Oh my God.
Disc jockey kasi nung kapanahunan namin, uso pa yung radyo noon.
Oo, FM.
Wala pa Spotify, wala pa yung YouTube,
Correct.
FM
Wala
radio.
pang streaming.
And meron mga radio DJ dyan na sobrang cool, di ba? Monster RX.
Oo.
93.1, 89.9, Magic. Dinate ko lang sarili natin. So, pangarap niya yun nung bata siya. Pero para syempre, walang pera doon, ganyan-ganyan. So, diniscourage siya. And then now, ilang years later, ilang decades later, she's actually fulfilling that dream right in front of your eyes by being a podcaster.
Yeah.
Hindi siya DJ, but it's still the same. She's still using her voice to reach a lot of people. So, she still reached her dream at 30 plus.
30. Kailan ba tayo nun? Season 1?
2 years ago.
36 ako.
36. So, never to... Ako rin, malay ko bang podcast din ako. I'm 43,
Oo,
di ba?
wala talagang set in stone na etong age ka lang dapat mag-podcast, maging content creator, maging business owner. Wala eh. Walang age na
Yeah.
nasa commandments. Wala
Totoo.
naman.
Tsaka ako siguro final note na lang, instead of when you find yourself being inggit, because inggit is a natural human tendency, actually yung inggit is a sign na, ito pala yung menu of the universe. Ito pala yung available na hindi ko alam dati. So pag naiinggit ka, yun na yung unang sign na, meron palang ganito na pwede for me. Ngayon, itatransmute mo yung inggit na yun to inspiration.
Correct.
Na okay, ito pala yung possible for me. Hindi yung, ay buti pa siya, sana all. Alam mo, hate na hate ko marinig yung sana all.
Oo.
Kasi it's so defeatist. Parang wala ka ng pag-asa.
Yeah.
Ikaw na. Yung parang, sige na, ikaw na yung ganyan. Ako hindi. So, yung inggit na yon, hayaan mo lang siyang lumabas. And then, isipin mo, this is the universe or this is a sign from the universe showing me na this is possible then for me. It's showing me that this person was able to have this, so I can probably have it too. So, it's now becoming an inspiration instead of inggit. Diba? Turn your inggit into inspiration always.
Correct. Kung feeling nyo late na kayo, siguro ito lang yung time na may kailangan pa kayong matutunan. Na use this time na may kailangan pa kayong matutunan sa mga current careers nyo or business. Pero it doesn't
nga, may
mean-
chat GPT no eh. Diba?
Kami nga nun, naging copywriter, walang chat GPT. Grabe. As in talagang wala kang makokopyahan nun. Diba? Ganun tayo kasyonda.
Totoo.
Pero yun nga, marami ka pang kailangang matutunan. Kaya ka feeling mo late. Hinahanda ka lang dun sa bigger purpose mo or bigger venture mo.
Amen.
Amen.
Tsaka nakalimutan ko to yung sabihin. And I mean yun nga, sa dami ng information available.
Oo.
Sa dami ng opportunities available with AI and everything, YouTube, free information, hindi na lack of information and opportunity ang problema natin.
Correct. Katamaran.
It's a lack of implementation. So yung sinasabi mo late ka, oh my gosh, that's just an excuse.
Analysis paralysis.
Excuse na lang yan. So just implement. Dami mo ng courses na na-take. Ang dami mo na natanong kay
Grabe
ChatGPT.
naman yun.
It's right about time to implement, girl. Tama na yung
Oo, tama.
information
Pukpuk
over.
dyan.
Oo.
Yeah. So, ayan. Sana marami kayong natutunan.
Oh, last episode
Last
yan.
episode na
For season 2.
Mag-season 3 pa ba tayo?
Let's see. Gusto nyo pa ba mag-season 3 kami or shut up na kami?
O sige, at dahil dyan, i-comment nyo kung gusto nyo pa kami mag-season 3 sa
Comment.
aming Spotify.
Comment season 3. YouTube, Spotify, Facebook page,
TikTok.
Follow us on all those channels. Message us if you want a season 3. Ano na yung theme? Kasi ngayon theme namin is Filipino entrepreneurs and healing. So, kung gusto nyo season 3, puro chismisan lang, marites, or maanghang and spicy.
Sumali din kayo sa free community namin, ang Kudaan Club sa Facebook.
Kudaan Club, Kudaan. K ba?
KLUB.
KLUB, Kudaan Club.
Ayan. Thank you so much mga kakuday.
Thank you.
Sobrang na-enjoy namin ang Kudaan ngayong season na to. Bye!
Bye mga kakuda! Si Shai. Last kaway na ni Shai.
Oh, huli nga ba siya?
I wanna cry.